Talia had been rescued from the clutches of her stepbrother Tristan by the absolute evil. This seemed a bit surprising as, after all, Talia had accidentally caused its demise only one cutscene earlier. But the disembodied essence of the irritated evil was restless due to its lack of physical form. It needed help finding a new body. In such cases, less competent personnel were also called upon. Talia was extremely grateful to have been freed from the cage after 3 long missions. Finding a new body for the absolute evil seemed a small price to pay. High up on the 4th highest peak in the world, Mount Snotmore, resided the venerable Council of Little Snots. These wise beings were the ones who would know what would constitute a new, adequate vessel for the absolute evil. All Talia had to do was reach the peak. A trifle, really, but unfortunately, her stupid stepbrother and his oversized army stood between her and her goal. Otherwise, however, it would have been so easy that even a group of gluttonous hobbits could have managed it. Bad elves go everywhere. Talia had been freed from the clutches of good. Before she could start her journey to the Council of Little Snots, however, she had to first gather strength.
Is indescribable. Free at last. This traveling in a cage through the overworld really made me miss that musty, stuffy dungeon air. What exciting scent is that rising to my nose? Is it... Okay, which one of you little snots did that?
While Talia was more or less enjoying her new freedom, her stepbrother Tristan was roaming the overworld with his entourage.
The next stone was bound to be around here somewhere, but I'm having a hard time finding my way around this foul place. Men, we will set up camp here and drive the darkness from this place.
Tristan, again? I've really seen about enough of these relatives lately. It feels like Thanksgiving and Christmas happening back to back. And then he even dares to rid the area here of its stylish greys. Just you wait. I'll make you pay for everything.
But before Talia could arrange a reunion with her stepbrother, it was urgently necessary for her to raise a powerful army. However, the underground was infested with spiders who called it their home. In addition, some particularly hard layers of stone stretched through the underground. In order to dig through these layers of stone, the research-addicted evil first had to research better tools for its little snots. But this required a fair amount of evilness. One could gain a particularly great amount of evilness by defeating a good being. Like this unicorn, for example, which, by chance, of course, and completely in tune with the context of the world, currently resided here.
Kill the unicorn for an extra portion of evilness. Sounds like a great way to start the day.
The discovering evil had discovered a harder layer of rock. Its little snot's tools were not tough enough for that, and it would take them far too long to dig through the rock with their teeth. Research would enable the new technology unlocking evil to improve its little snot's tools to the point that this rock would no longer be an obstacle.
In my last war, I had the little snots dig through anything and everything. There you are, locked up for a few days, and bam! Technology starts to backslide. Dreadful. There's that good being! Go, creatures! Throw yourselves into the fray! Break his legs! Pluck out his nose hair!
Ding dong! It's payday!
I sure showed him. Wonderful evilness.
The violent evil had had its armies destroy the good being. The evilness it had captured allowed it to now effortlessly research improved tools for its little snots. Your little snots have dug up a spider.
Is that one of the heroes' construction crews I see setting out? Move out, creatures! Flatten them! Now what's going on? Why is the Earth starting to shake? Volcanic eruption? Teen band concert or what?
Whatever it was, the tremors had shaken some things up in the...
So much for your construction crew, brother dear. I guess that's when the real estate bubble burst, huh?
Talia, do you even know what the real estate bubble is and what it means?
You don't want to spoil my moment of triumph with a lot of useless knowledge, do you?
No, it's all right. What you know is a drop. What you don't know is an ocean. With the help of the new tools, the letting others toil evil's little snots were now able to punch their way through harder rock.
Excellent! On you go, you lazy little snots. Get to work! You're not getting paid just to loaf about.
In fact, the little snots weren't paid at all.
Ah, so what? They serve a greater cause. Pleasing me, for example. They could try to form a union or some such nonsense.
The arachnophobic evil had attacked a spider's nest on its way to the dungeon gate. Its creatures prepared to defend themselves.
By defend, I assume you mean attack, right? Go ahead, grab them, smash them, use their legs for toothpicks.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The heroes set out with a construction crew. The fast-digging evil should intercept them before they could set up another hero camp. The digging evil had discovered another dungeon gate to the Overworld. Your gold vein is nearly exhausted. Ding dong! It's payday!
My brothers! In your eyes, I see the same fear that would lead me to despair. The day may come when the true hero's fury is extinguished. When we abandon our companions and all bonds of friendship are broken. But that day is still far off. Stand fast, heroes of the West, and defend our camp!
How many times do we have to listen to this crap? You could at least have used a different line. Idiot.
Tristan's men didn't seem to mind the simple repetition. Granted, heroes were never afraid of a grind and would join a raid for the 100th time just for the chance to win a colorful hat. The heroes poured out to build new defenses. One of the heroes' construction crews has been obliterated.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
The butchering evil had destroyed the critters that had invaded the dungeon. Was that supposed to be it? Spoiler. No, that was not it.
Let them come. I will destroy them! Oh, that is, my army will destroy them, and I'll toss a few spells into the fray from behind.
A gold vein has been mined out. Your enemies are in the dungeon. Your army has just decreased in size due to deaths. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. A spider's nest disintegrated into dust under the blows of the arachnophobic evil creatures. Your little snots have dug up a spider. Payday. Enemies are in the dungeon. With a satisfying crack, one of the spider's nests shattered. loved to bet on illegal cage fights evil, had built an arena for its creatures.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon. The assigning creatures to guard duty evil had thrown some of its creatures into the guard room. From now on, these creatures would be there to watch for approaching enemies. Payday! The watchful evil had erected a guard room. Creatures could be posted there to keep an eye out for enemies. A horde creature set about training in the arena. This provided not only satisfaction, but also valuable experience.
Onwards, men! Build a new camp!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Your little snots have dug up a spider. One of the hero's construction crews was destroyed by the absolute evil's armies. Your enemies are in the dungeon. Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. A spider's nest disintegrated into dust under the blows of the arachnophobic evil's creatures.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
One of the hero's construction crews set out to build a new camp.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
One of your creatures has died. Lost a creature forever.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. It's payday.
The ravaging evil's armies had annihilated one of the heroes' construction crews. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. The demolishing evil's creatures had destroyed one of the heroes. Talia and the cunning evil had done it. The heroes' camps lay in ruins.
You got that right, Tristan! Come out, wherever you are! It's like that time I turned 8, except this time you're the piñata. Tristan? Where are you?
In her destructive frenzy, Talia had forgotten about Tristan's somewhat precipitous departure.
Right, that freaking coward! Oh, I was so busy beating the crap out of heroes that I totally missed it. Whatever. I have to look at this ominous council of little snots anyway. I guess my revenge will have to wait. Postponed, but not abandoned.